Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone the Willem Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Kieran, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, I had to kill a guy because he was on the enemy team. I didn't want to kill him. He was actually kind of a cool guy. And not just because he was some sort of dragon lizard thing. I mean, that was the primary reason, but also because he seemed like a genuinely nice guy. He knew he was doing wrong. The only reason he was doing wrong, though, was because he was loyal to his king. Which is kind of dumb. Look where that got him. He's dead now. How sad, though, that he did not join my team. You want to know who else did not join my team? Some really weak character who only had 1 point in each stat that I could have got. Apparently, the reason why I was supposed to come back here is because... Is that audible? There are some birds chirping right outside of my window. Okay, I think they stopped. Anyway, you see that blue spot up there? Apparently, there's a secret character up there who is really weak. You remember at the start of the game, or near the start of the game, when I was at this old man's house, and I encountered some sort of white weasel with a helmet, and he was all, "Draygone, I have been waiting for you," and then left it at that? Yeah, it's that character. Apparently, he can be seen up here, but only if I went up here before the wagon train left. Kind of unfortunate, but hey, like I said, he's a joke character. He's weak. 1 point in every stat. So the fact that I missed him, not really a big deal. Still though, can you blame me? I mean, look right here. I'm trying to walk inside the wall right here, and I can't. And generally, I can't do that anywhere in the game. Just happened to be this one spot that all of a sudden I can walk behind the wall. So, hopefully you can understand why I didn't think to do that. I wonder how many people managed to find that on their own. You would think I would have found it, I suppose, because I am that sort of curious sort of person, sort of deal. But in this situation, I just wasn't really expecting to find a secret like that. Anyway, moving on. We went through a battle out here in this huge field, killed General Elliot, that's who I was talking about earlier, and the wagon train has returned and set up shop right here. However, before we go there, what about this place? This is like the primary location that we're supposed to be going for this chapter. And I thought I would be heading there next, but of course, Pal returned. Do I go to Pal now? What happens if I go here first? I'd say a battle is what happens if I go here first. Draygone, you must break through to reach the harbor. Be careful, but be quick. Or we could just not do this battle. I can't leave yet. I'm gonna have to wait until my turn comes up before we leave. So, I'll just go ahead and skip to the point where I can leave. Or we could skip to the point where I get attacked. Hasn't even been my turn yet, and I can't do anything. Can I leave? I would like to leave. Oh, now I can leave. Draygone, do you really want to retreat from this battle? Heck yeah. Don't want to go into another battle right now. I just went through a battle. Let's explore Pal. But first, how do I heal? Or do I need heal, for that matter? I'm assuming I don't need heal. What if I try to use a healing item? Will I be able to see my health then? No. I just wind up using the healing seed. But nothing happens. Do I still have it? Would be nice if I still had it. Okay, I still have it. Cool. So I'm guessing my health is full then. Glad I didn't waste that. Well, if I wasted it, I would have reset the game. Alright, so here we are back in POW, but in a different location. Welcome to POW, a town that's truly on the move. I know. I've been here before. So, it looks like there is a path going here, but apparently there isn't. Alright, let's explore. Somewhere around here there's going to be a princess, right? There was a princess before, or is this hers? No. Babazak is a dangerous opponent. He controls the fortress and Urianbatal. Alright, I think Babazak is the king of Runefrost. Urianbatal, is that the castle that I was just at? Not really sure. If you want to destroy Babazak, you should do it now before Ernest gets killed! Exclamation point. Who's Ernest? He's in there fighting all alone, yelling about vengeance. Go back him up. I'll do that next time. Don't need to be doing another battle yet. And that automatically scrolled before I could read what that was, and also there's a text error. Okay, try this again. The history of nomads, Little House on the Pow Prairie, comma, and many more books. No, I cannot walk behind this wall. That seat made me wonder. Can I leave? Would like it if I could leave. Hey you! Move it! Get out of there! No! Out! Not outside out! I mean, if you wanted to go outside out, you can. But I'd rather you just get out of the... You know what? Yes, go that way. Keep going. Thank you! My gosh. Alright, what's down here? Treasure's down here. And nothing is found. Was it because I already opened it back when it was over in the other place? If you want weapons... Oh. This is another shop. Got anything new? Got a longsword. Is the longsword new? I mean, I think most of this other stuff is stuff I've had. Longsword. Do I already have the longsword? It looks like it, yeah. So, once again, no new weapons. This game is kind of bad about that. Item shop management, weapon shop management, and many more books. Do either of those books mention getting new inventory? Pack, unpack. Pack, unpack. I need to get a job in a shop that stays in one place. What are you worrying about packing and unpacking for? Your shop is the building. You move the entire shop. Alright, what about here? Item shop. Do you have anything new? Doesn't look like it. You know, I'm surprised we haven't seen anything better than the healing seed yet. I mean, those were available from the very start of the game, and they only heal 20 HP. Are we just not going to need to heal more than 20 HP at a time or something? I've got a great item here. This thing warms an egg and hatches it in seconds. Oh, how convenient. I think I have an egg. Is this what this is supposed to do? Am I supposed to bring it here? Yep. You have an interesting egg there. Can I try to warm it? Nah. Drat. I really want to try this egg warmer. Well, alright. Makes me wonder, though. Are there going to be other eggs? Great! Give it to me, Give it to me, please. And I handed over the Domingo egg. Come on, do your stuff. It works! The egg's hatching! What is that thing? Sometimes I wish I could record at 60 frames per second, because I imagine that the flashing, it was either completely invisible or completely visible there. But for a moment he was flashing at such a rate that my catcher probably didn't catch it. Because that's how flashing works, or rather doesn't work when it comes to capture. I'm sure you've seen situations like somebody playing Super Mario Brothers and Mario gets hit and he's completely invisible for a few seconds. Or alternatively, he's completely visible for a few seconds and is able to run through enemies without taking damage. That's because he's flashing, but the capture doesn't catch it. Unless you're recording at 60 frames per second, but I can't do that because my internet is not good enough to really warrant the boost in memory of uploads and that sort of thing. I need better internet, is my point. I've got a great item here. Yes, so I've heard. This thing's warms an egg and hatches it in seconds. Let me know if you find any rare eggs. I really want to try it. Definitely wondering if there's going to be more eggs. Should I be hunting through more armor things? Also, who or what are you? Nothing is unusual, it says. Looks pretty unusual to me. Thing indeed. How rude. I'm Domingo at your service. And it joins. Yay. Because I totally enjoy trying to figure out who to kick off my active team. I'll be at headquarters. Thanks for hatching me. Okay. Why are you wearing a diaper on your head, by the way? Oh. Yeah. You. I was about to say, you look familiar. Hey, good to see you again. It's me, Guns from Rindo. Look at this steam suit. It allows you to walk around. Good for you. Look at these moves! The old doc finally got it working. Okay, so there's two characters I'm going to want to kick off my team. I'll be at headquarters. You don't have to push me out of the way. You know, I was told that I had to talk to him and the doctor a whole bunch of times to get something to happen. Did I really have to do that in order to get this to happen, or was talking to them once good enough? Because nothing of interest really happened while I was talking to them. That monster is frightening everyone. The sheep too. What monster? Armadillo in the mechanical armor? He's gone now. Pow pow. How wow? I don't know. Moving on. Oh, here's the steam engine. Let's talk to you first. Hopefully that steam train doesn't decide to run me over. That Vankar! Where did he go? Do you know where he went? Actually, I kinda do, sure. You saw him? Did you let him join your troops? Yeah, I did. He's your problem now. He's a good fighter when he feels like it. I didn't think he was too bad. What else do you say if I choose the other options? Do you know where he went? No. You don't? Well, that's no help to me. Wasn't he fired, by the way? I'm pretty sure that he told me that he was fired. And what happens to if I say no to joining troops? No. Good for you. Serves him right. He's a good fighter, though. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, hey, there's that princess I mentioned earlier. The little girl, not the person in front of me. Person in front of me is some random person, I guess. Ernest heard you defeated Elliot, and he decided to attack Balbazak's fortress. Who's Ernest? How to travel with children, the big prairie, etc. Before he left, Elliot gave me a message for you. It was about prompt. Do tell. Oh, I didn't expect you to actually tell. I expected that to be the end of it, but okay. Why don't, if you're gonna tell me, why didn't you tell me before? Why do I have to talk to you again? Whatever. Thanks for actually telling. Anyway, Prompt is across the sea. There you may find folk who know much about the ancients. Mind if I take this? Discovered Elven Arrow. Ooh. New weapon for my archer. And what about this? A steel sword. Okay, that sounds potentially awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can equip that. No. Well, who can equip it? I don't know. The game doesn't tell you who can equip things unless you're weapon shopping. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out after I deal with my 2 new teammates. You can touch it now. The engine is stopped. I couldn't touch it before. Very odd equipment. I suppose in a fantasy setting, medieval setting, I guess it would be. It's also very impressive when you think about it. Like a literal wagon train. As a fan of trains, I approve. I don't know if I said that before, but I approve. Oh. That's the edge of the little town. Was there anything else I missed? Anything up here? Got the church. And some random little girl. Let me go ahead and save for the moment. Are you the same priest from the old POW? Or was there just happened to be a priest hanging out here too? I never saw you before, unless you're the same priest. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Are you the same priest? I need to check that out after I search this bookshelf, because I don't want to forget it. Moving People and the Light, 20 Years with the Light, and many more books. You know, that other priest had a book about light too, so maybe this could be the same priest. Where's Ernest? When is he coming back? He's probably off saving Christmas or something. You look important. Elliot loved Runefaust but hated Dark Soul. I hope he is at peace now. I do wish he could have joined my team. Come along with me and talk some sense into the king. But then again, he wouldn't have been able to do that because as soon as somebody joins my team, they lose all character, so never mind. Ernest went to Batol. That's where you need to go if you want a ship. Oh yeah, I remember we were supposed to be looking for a ship. Was there water at that castle? Wasn't really paying attention. General Elliot was worried that Dark Soul was getting ready to open some door. Yeah, that's kind of our main objective, is to prevent that door from being opened. $100 says that it gets opened at some point. In $100 in Shining Force money, that is. I don't really have that kind of money on hand. So is the priest from here still here? Yeah, so there are 2 different priests. So out in the Great Plains, there happens to be 2 little shacks where priests are just randomly hanging out. Sure, why not? Wonder if any other places have just randomly opened up around here. You know, this is a pretty big map considering we probably only used like half of it in the battle. Oh, yep, there's water up there. So we'll be getting a ship there then? Are we done with this town? I mean, aside from putting together a new team, are we done with this town? Should I be looking up there for a secret character? I wonder how good that jellyfish character is going to be. Just hatched. Might be good. Well, we're about to find out. let's go ahead and figure out the party situation. Also get some advice. Be sure to use your archers, mages, and knights to attack from far. Yeah, that's actually kind of my main strategy. Alright, check out our new characters back here real quick. Starting with you. I am ready for action. Just give me a chance. Oh, totally. I totally will. Don't worry about us. We just started singing 1,000 bottles of ale on the wall. Got plenty of time for that. Alright, before I try bringing them in, let's actually find out what they're capable of. Stats. Start with... guns. Level 8. No magic. Got the bronze lance though, so he can do long range attacks. Wonder if it means that he can also equip that longer spear. Or you know, that steel sword. I mean, he's wearing steel armor. Would kind of make sense if he could equip a steel sword. Don't quite know for sure if all those stats are good or not. But, oh, move is 4. That's not a good stat. So apparently, look at those moves was figurative. He's not moving very far. But hey, Armadillo Man, that's kind of cool. Alright, what about the other character we just got? Domingo. Level 1. Wow. Okay, that's a problem. Imagine he's actually kind of weak then. Although he's got decent HP and MP, I think. Well, let's see here. 17, 15. Attack is 10, defense is 15. How does that compare to, say, Tao? Not as much MP. Lower attack. Higher defense, though. What about move? Move is kind of important to me. Kind of. I'm still going to use guns even if he's slow as molasses. Move is 5, so... oh, not really good comparatively. In fact, it's basically the same. Alright, well now we gotta figure out who's going to replace who. And of course, I'm going to be trying to figure that out off camera. Actually, I suppose the first thing I should figure out is if he can equip the more powerful spear. Guns, that is. I assume he can. Why do I keep saying that? I always say that I'm assuming something, but I'm not actually assuming it, I'm checking it. No, not give, we already did giving. Equip. Can you equip it? Yes. Okay, cool. So you are a long-range attacker. Although, now that I think about it, didn't check if he can equip that sword. Worry about it in a bit. The fact that I can equip that other thing, though, is still pretty nice. So, here's what I'm thinking. Let's go over my characters once more. I am me, I cannot leave. Xylo is really cool, not getting rid of him. Oh yeah, he's also got that flaming axe that I won from the last fight. Means I'm gonna have to check on that. Who can equip it? Kokichi is a flyer, can do good range attacks. Eamon is a flyer, can only do short range attacks, but flying characters are definitely kind of important to me. Diane is important, archer, got that new bow to equip. Do that in a bit. Chris and Lo are my healers, and I used them both extensively in the last fight. Tao and Henri are my mages. I've got 3 centaurs here, and they're basically all relatively the same. So, which one of these do I want to switch out then? Who's got the lowest stats? Well, Arthur has to stay, because obviously... just trying to get through the messages. Because obviously, you gotta deal with that paladin stuff. Where is the... nah, these menus. No, that is not all. I don't like these menus. Just want to say that. Alright, Arthur keeping in because that paladin situation. I want to see what comes of that. So it comes down between Pell and Vankar. I'll tell you what, Vankar is the lazy character, so let's take a look at HP and attack. 19 and 31, well, also defense 21. 19, 31, 21, and 31, 12, 12. A lot more HP, but way lower attack and defense. So, yeah, Mr. Lazy is going to be the odd one out. Join, Gunts, leave behind, Vankar. How convenient that Gunts has Vankar's weapon already. And that leaves Domingo. Level 1, that is interesting. I didn't check your stats. I mean, I checked your stats, but I didn't check if you, like, had any magic. Are you a mage? Yeah, you are a mage. You got freeze. Nothing else besides that. Alright, so maybe replace one of my mage casters. Level 1 though. You know, by the time this character gets to level 10, you know, that point where he could potentially get promoted, might be pretty late in the game. Don't know if I would want to set him back to level 1 already. You know, what would be interesting is if he was already promoted. And that's why he's at level 1, but still has decent stats. Alright, so it's going to come back down to between Tao and Henri then. So, let's check their stats real quick. Okay, 13 HP. And Tao has 17 HP. And yet Tao seems to die a lot. What about your defense? Attack and defense, rather. 19 and 9. 19 and 8. So, all things considered, Henri should be dying more than Tao, but I really feel like Tao dies more often. I don't know what our new character is capable of either. What about MP? 21 MP, 23 MP. Kind of a tough choice here, I gotta say. Alright, I've made my decision. Because Tao does have a habit of dying, we'll do that. Now let's check out our new teammates. I'll stay near the back if you don't mind, but I can fight if I have to. I'll worry about equipment momentarily. What about you? I'm raring to go. Good for you. Of course, we leave Tao behind. It seems like every time I replace a character, they get moved to the position where the character was that replaces them. But maybe not. Not that it matters. I'll be ready when you need me, Draygone. Cool, cool. I notice there's a little graphical hiccup going on here, right where my cursor is. Check it out when she speaks. Is it a hiccup, or is it intentional? Maybe it's the shadow of her jaw. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Just something to point out. Alright, now I get to find out what's going on with this new equipment and stuff. Alright, number 1. Still no deals. Kind of wondering if that's supposed to be like a promotion thing or something. Number 2. Domingo apparently cannot equip any sort of weapons. So that's interesting. He's like Gong, except as a wizard instead of a healer. Next thing is that steel sword and that flaming axe. Apparently nobody can equip those. Or at least nobody on my active team. I didn't bother checking anybody who isn't on my active team. By the way, that was a real pain switching those weapons between every single person on my team and trying to find out if anybody could equip them, because you know the game doesn't tell you unless you happen to be buying weapons at the time. Or does it? I keep ranting about that. Let me find out real quick if that is a thing that I even should be ranting about. Longsword. Yes. When you're shopping, you have the option to see whether somebody can equip a weapon or not. But that's the only time, so yeah, definitely annoying. Anyway, yeah, those two weapons just... they can't be equipped by anybody. Either they're for somebody who hasn't joined yet, like Ernest, or they are actually for somebody who has been promoted. Not really sure. Doesn't really matter. Just real quick, you have an old weapon now. I was able to equip the Elven Arrow to Diane, so I'm definitely kind of wondering about that Steel Sword and that Flaming Axe. 900 coins? The arrow that I'm trying to sell is really worth that much? Am I accidentally selling the wrong arrow? Let's try this again. Elven Arrow, Steel Arrow. 900 coins. That's pretty good. Anyway, I do believe that that is pretty much it for this town. All that is left to do is head into the next place where there's a... Oh, I didn't talk to you guys, did I? I saw a big chunk of iron walking, making loud noises and steaming all over. It's all over in the sheep pen. You mean Gunts? He's not there now. He's already on my team. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. The life of the nomad is the one for me. It's life for you, but apparently not the life for the shopkeeper in there. Alright. Did I miss anybody else? Now I'm concerned I missed somebody else. You. Let me talk to you. I already talked to you. You were standing somewhere else before. Alright, I do believe that I am done, which is why at the bottom of the screen is all of my patrons. So, next time I guess I'm going to be heading into that big old castle where there's a battle waiting for me. And that castle is supposedly also going to be where the King of Runefaust is, maybe? Well, considering General Elliot, who is loyal to the king, is hanging around here, it's probably a safe bet that that is where the king is hanging out. So, I'll be going there next time. I'll see you then.